Yeah. Yeah. All right. I usually have to give this one a little bit of time. Just give it a second. Hey, what's going on, everyone? From Concordia University, St. Paul, I'm Drew Diaz, and this is Hot Dish, the show with very hot questions and even hotter dish. Joining me today are two awesome guests. We've got President Brian Friedrich and new student body president-elect Davaris Cheeks. How are you guys feeling?
Great.
Yeah?
Feeling good. Feeling good.
Now, as two presidents here at Concordia University, St. Paul, I have a feeling that you are calm, cool, collected. You know, you're kind of known for staying cool under pressure. We're gonna put that to the test today. Now, in every other state, we like to call casserole, but here in Minnesota, we're kind of weird. We call it hot dish. That's where we got the name for this show. So we're going to eat some pretty hot sauces while I ask you some hot questions and you give me some hot dish. We're going from kind of spicy all the way up to melt your face off insanity. So I need to know, how do you guys handle spicy food?
Most days pretty well.
In DC?
I will not lie, I'm not great with hot stuff, but we're gonna do it anyway.
All right,
Oh.
let's get started with the first sauce. All right, President Friedrich, you've experienced Concordia University, St. Paul in a few different ways.
Right.
As a student, part of a legacy family, now president, what's your favorite part about Concordia?
Simple. The students. I love our students.
Yeah.
They're just awesome. I mean, to think that I get to serve and work with a guy like DC, whew, that is so great. It is so great.
Absolutely.
Now, DC, you've been elected student body president for next year. Super excited, so congrats.
Thanks.
Tell me what that position means to you, what you hope to accomplish here next year.
Yeah, I mean, just seeing all the support when the election was going on from all of my friends, my teammates, it just kind of gave me reassurance that like, this is where I was meant to be. I have a lot of big plans and I'm looking forward to it, man. It means the world to know that all of my like professors and stuff are calling me out in class, and all my friends and stuff have my back, and this guy, I get to work with this guy too, so it's a blessing.
That's great. All right, how are we feeling? That was sauce one, that wasn't so
That's
bad.
good, not bad.
Let's
Not
move
bad.
on.
Delicious.
Yeah, let's move on to sauce number two. So this one is a Tabasco, a habanero sauce. President Friedrich, so I mentioned you're part of a legacy family here. So tell me about what attracted your family to Concordia. How has Concordia been like a family for you and your family?
Such a great question. So Grandpa went here, my dad went here, his three brothers, my brother and I came kind of sight unseen just because I heard all the great stories about the awesome place this was for my grandpa, my uncles, and my dad. So it's always been a special place for our family. In fact, my dad calls it the family alma mater.
That's so great. Now, DC, I've heard from a lot of students, and maybe you felt this way too, that at Concordia, they feel like they're not just another number. So going along with this family idea, has that been true for you? What's it been like? Absolutely.
I mean, just like President Friedrich said, like as soon as I stepped on campus, I already felt like I was committed and went to the school. Like everyone's super welcoming, and I can definitely attest to that. I mean, our classrooms are a little bit smaller, so we get called by our first name by professors, and you know, everywhere you go, you just kind of feel like you're included in any conversation or event or anything that's going on around campus. So it's been definitely a family away from my family, for sure.
Wow, I love it. All right, we're a third of the way there. How are you doing?
Good.
We're okay?
Doing
Not
good.
too spicy?
Good.
Let's
Not
move
too
on to
spicy.
sauce number three. Sauce number three, this is El Yucateco, a chili habanero. I might have put a little bit too much on mine.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. All right, President Friedrich, you have some you have some adorable grandchildren. Mm-hmm. Do you envision them walking the halls here at CSP someday?
I sure hope so.
Yeah.
It would be so fun.
Yeah,
It
what
be
would
so
what
fun.
would that be like to see another generation coming through?
It would be fabulous.
Yeah.
It would be fabulous. And that's kind of one of the reasons I'm here, is to make it possible for another generation, maybe my grandchildren,
Yeah.
but hopefully his children
Right?
and others, right?
Yeah.
Right? coming to Concordia and studying and being in this place where all are welcomed and Christ is honored.
Ooh, I love that. DC, you have represented Concordia at the NCAA through the Student Athlete Advisory Committee. Do I have that right?
That is correct.
Tell me about your responsibilities in that role. What has that been like representing CSP?
Yeah, so going back to my sophomore year, I got asked to be involved in the group just by, being recognized for my leadership, and I went into the community outreach role. My junior year, I got asked to be the president of the club, and then smoothly transitioned. I got a great opportunity to be the national representative. So now instead of representing just Concordia St. Paul, I represent the entire Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference. So now I'm representing people that I compete against. So different people, and it's been a lot of responsibility. I mean, I just had my first meeting not too long ago, but I'm looking forward to it because there's a lot of great networking connections and stuff too. So.
Awesome. This is XX Extra Hot Sauce. This is another chili habanero from El Yucateco. Whew. El Yucateco. Okay. Whew. President Friedrich, we are here located in the beautiful Twin Cities, Concordia University, St. Paul, right? We're in St. Paul.
Right.
Tell me a little bit about what you like to do with your family here in St. Paul, in the Twin Cities. What's the most fun thing to do when your grandchildren come to visit you?
Because our grandchildren love animals, the Free Como Zoo, or Fonderosa, or Roy's Lovable Llamas. They like all of those.
Yeah. Tell me about these lovable llamas.
The Lovable Llamas, they are amazing. It's a llama farm. It's about 45 minutes from here near Waconia, Minnesota. And you get to lead the llamas around, you get to feed the llamas, and when we were there not too long ago, we saw a brand new baby llama, 1 hour old.
That's precious. All right, DC, talk to me. First, how are you doing? How's the inside of your mouth? Yeah, wipe
Sweating
it off.
a little
We're
bit. I'm good.
Tell me about, you're so involved. You're always doing stuff around campus. I see you everywhere. Talk to me about maybe some of your favorite events that have happened on campus over the last year. What have you really liked doing here?
Yeah, busy guy, let me tell you. Probably my most memorable moments would be homecoming, football, even though just being a football player, that's always gonna be one of the go-tos. We'll have a carnival rides, we'll have the free food for everybody, so that's, can't go wrong with free food, free tater tots. And then probably my next one would be our student athlete talent show. We get all of the student athletes to come up with an act for each team. And let me tell you, they are hilarious.
And did you display a talent at this talent show?
Yes, my freshman year is when I was introduced. This was before I was involved with SAC. And we got up there. It was me and 12 of my football teammates were up there dancing. We danced to "Ain't No Mountain High Enough," so that was a great time. And then this past talent show, I got to be the MC, so I was just hosting it, doing my thing, and it was hilarious.
That's great. All right, well, we're 4 sauces in, and I feel like I have not seen any tears shed. I'm not seeing beads of sweat, so we're gonna have to change that with sauce number 5. Here we go. Our next sauce is called Temporary Insanity. Yeah. All right. I usually have to give this one a little bit of time. Just give it a second. Let it sink in. So I'm going to ask you both the same question. I'm going to ask you both the same question this round. We're going to start with you. I'm good. President Friedrich, what excites you the most about the future of CSP?
Well, the direction we're headed on, our enrollment continues to grow. The number of new programs we're offering continues to expand. We offer everything from an AA to a PhD. So I'm really excited about that. And I'll go back to an oft-repeated theme, the kinds of students God is leading here to study, whether it's undergraduate, traditional, graduate, adult online, it's just fantastic. So many good things ahead.
And DC, what excites you about the future here?
you know, being that I'm in the new student body president role, I think there's just so many opportunities for us to build off of the student voice. While our campus is great, there's a lot of things that people want to see change and elevate our experience. So just listening to our students and continuing to build off of one another just to kind of build that sense of community, for sure. My nose is running.
That's okay. somebody milk me right now. Woo. We are on to our final sauce. This is ghost pepper sauce. So hot, it's spooky. This is for you at home. All right. DC, I'm actually gonna be starting with you on this one. You've been super involved. You've already talked about all your involvement here. As a tour guide, now student body president-elect, you're a student athlete here. The list goes on and on. I don't have all day, and frankly, I don't want to take all day. You've experienced almost everything there is to do here at Concordia, so I feel like you are uniquely positioned to talk to maybe future CSP students. What do they have to gain from coming to Concordia? Why be a golden bear?
Yeah. So why I would choose CSP over anywhere else is not just the education, right? Like you're gonna get a great education. It's affordable. We have a really diverse campus, so people from all over the world you get to meet and interact with. If you love sports, we have a lot of student athletes on campus. But the biggest thing I think is just opportunity. Like I never walked into this school thinking I was going to be the student body president or be so involved on campus. But even though we're a small campus, it's as big as you make it. Limitless opportunities to get involved, build that resume, get that job you want at the end of your 4 to 5 years here. So that's what I would tell our prospective students.
I love it. Thank you. How you feeling, President?
Pretty good.
Doing okay?
Yeah.
You feel like we need another top before you answer this question? Or?
No.
You're okay. All right.
I'll do my best.
You've been a president for, 18 years now? Is that right?
Yes.
Long time. How about giving our incoming student body president some advice, some presidential advice from one to another?
Yeah. Well, rule 1 is use the gifts God's given you.
Amen.
Second, and this is how I've tried to serve as president for 18 years, it's all about our students. It's all about our students. So everything we're doing, and you and I are going to do in this year ahead, is going to be focused on our students and how can we best serve them and help them grow. For thoughtful and informed leadership, for enlightened service to God and neighbor, and for the care of His creation within the context of the Christian gospel. And that's what we're about each and every day. Again, whether students are on campus, online, around the world, right next door.
Yeah.
That's what we're about. And it's awesome. It is awesome, as you know, to be part of a team
Oh yeah.
that is so good and enjoys this place and serving so much.
Absolutely.
Doesn't that just bring a tear to your eyes?
Oh, it wasn't the
so
hot
great.
sauce?
I think that's great. Well, from President Friedrich and newly elected President Cheeks, I'm Drew Diaz here at Concordia University, St. Paul. This has been another episode of Hot Dish, serving up hot questions and even hotter dish. Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you want to watch the rest of our full-length interviews, find us on our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Take care.
Thanks, Drew.
Absolutely.
Here, here. Woo. Cheers.